Dive back into our Kings coverage. It's a disappointing conclusion to the start of an exciting new Sacramento Kings era without star De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, it was indeed a tough night for the Kings. And Kevin, before you jump into all the negative stuff, I want you to start with something positive about what you saw tonight. For example, Malik Monk only played 4 minutes in the second half. That is not normal. This team does have the ability to win.
You know, I don't know what to say to that. Here's something positive for tonight, Chris. The fans showed up and they showed out, okay? That's about it. You know what tonight reminds me of, Chris? You remember you go to Disneyland as a child, you're super excited, you get in line for that ride, you're in line for 3 hours, and then when you get up to the ride, they tell you, oh, it's not working, it's malfunction. Well, that's exactly what happened here tonight. These fans were excited to see a show, and the Kings broke down on them. Take a look. It was absolutely deafening inside a Golden One Center, and even though the Kings didn't bring it, at least the fans showed up and showed out, and everyone there to see this man. That's right, Zach LaVine introduced for the first time as a member of the Sacramento Kings, and it didn't take long for Zach to get going. Here in the first quarter, LaVine penetrates to the hoop and gets the bucket. His first 2 points in a Kings uniform. Later in the quarter, LaVine going hard to the hoop, and he lays this off the glass for 2. Zach had 6 points in the first quarter alone, ended the game with a quiet 13 points, going 0 of 4 from downtown. It's actually just the second game all season that LaVine failed to connect on a single 3. Meanwhile, Kings were still in this game thanks to Domantas Sabonis. The double-double machine was his usual force in the paint. Domas had a team-high 21 points to go along with 13 rebounds. And check this out, at the end of the first quarter, Keon Ellis beats the buzzard with the 3. 12 points for Ellis off the bench on the night. Kings would go on to outscore the Magic 29-25 in the second quarter. This was just a 2-point game at the half, people. And then the third quarter came around, and the Magic came out and punched the Kings in the mouth. Franz Wagner turned into Stephen Curry in the quarter. Wagner scored 16 of his game-high 31 points in the frame, connecting on 4 3-pointers. And Orlando was making it rain. The Magic shot over 50% from downtown in this one. The Magic outscored the Kings 42-23 in the third. Sacramento trailed by 19 points entering the fourth. And believe it or not, things would get worse. Kings trailed by as many as 30 points in the fourth quarter, and by that time, Doug Christie had seen enough. He waved the white flag midway through the quarter, subbing in his reserves. The Magic go on to mollywop the Kings 130-111, leaving the sellout crowd stunned and silent. Doug Christie also suffers his first home loss as interim head coach.
That's part of what's going to happen. We have to find our way as a unit. They have to fill Zach out. Zach has to fill them out. But that's, you know, I'm not using any of that as an excuse. There's a level of energy that we have to make sure that we play with even through that process. Like there's going to be a process. I am first to claim that.
Well, back out here at a quiet Golden One Center, and honestly, this was about how quiet it was during that fourth quarter. Good news for the Kings. They are right back at it again tomorrow against the Portland Trail Blazers. Hopefully they can get a victory, and I'm going to leave you guys with some good news since that's what Chris Thomas desires. The Golden State Warriors, yeah, they're NorCal rivals. They also lost tonight, so there's that. At Golden One Center, Kevin John, ABC 10.
Kevin, we do forgive you for your taste for the dramatics, but we know Kings fans will stay hopeful. We look forward to lighting the beam next time.
That's right, tomorrow indeed.
Kevin, thank you.